Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend, sets all the line calls, and blocks so aggressively.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And, right away, he lost the football. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Time to look at the defensive starters for the New York Giants. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
You got it.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field, and when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Nice move at the 40. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13. And incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Holmes has got it complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
2nd and 11. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. It's a gain of 6.
Back to throw here. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, Milton. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 54 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
I'm going to run you over.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Barker. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. 2nd and 9 now.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these... And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
That's how we do it, baby.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they'll walk him back half the distance. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
So, Party, the next time we see this coaching staff, I want you to have my back here because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play, almost a little bit of a surrender. Just turn and hand it to the big guy, get what you can, and be prepared to kick the ball away.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Cooper again the target, and now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. On 1st down, Milton trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst, quarterback sneak, try and pick up the 1st down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
Let's go, baby.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. New York set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He's going to take off with it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Looking to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So that one will be accepted. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gilbert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw here. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Hey, watch that. Check right 54. Line 54.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's right. Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, They would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And bulldozing his way through. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space. I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They'll run on first down. Milton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Milton. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Mark that one against one of the top left tackles in the league, Tyron Smith. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. That'll bring up second down. On second down now, Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man here is Scott, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter. Good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Taken from just outside the 30. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gilbert. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. On second down, Milton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
57, Mike 57. He don't know no better. Kill.
On second down now, Milton. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Cowboys on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and just like that, it's third down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Milton. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in.
They're going to look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They'll run on first down. Milton. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Looking to throw, and this one's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, 4 down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been stymied left and right, converted only 1 time. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. On 2nd down, Milton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Just like that.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 6. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the 1st half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Back to throw here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We're going to shut you down.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Watch 14. Watch 14. Single.
2nd and 9 now. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He'll drop to throw. Herb Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go. Watch the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We got tight left.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Cowboys, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.